So welcome back, guys, and we are in our semi-final, and we got our boy Jonassonfan gonna be following him all the way till the tail end of this bracket, or till the tail end of his run, whichever comes first. And joining me in this journey gonna be a new caster. It's Mr. Havatite coming on in as Johnson and Bart
He's
gonna
not
be
even
facing
here.
off. Okay, nice, good to know. So DodgeThiss fill in for the first few parts, as that's gonna be very interesting draws here for Johnson fan. He's gonna be looking to get rid of a lot of cards at the very opening.
You'd want Vi in the very beginning. What the fuck? He just mulliganed his Lidros and drew another Lidros.
Oh no, that is highly
There you go.
unfortunate. But the advice gonna be staying on, and well, it really is just gonna be this deck yet again. Karina control, all about making sure that the opposition is under control. And well, the Elise, of course, for the aggression. Hope everything is a-okay, and they are all good to go into this game. Yeah, so it seems like Bert is just waiting for a little bit of confirmation. And this Karina control deck, we have seen this multiple times, Mr. DodgeThiss.
Havatite is here, so take it
Okay.
away.
Take it away. So Havatites, Mr. Admin himself, the one who made this tournament really happen. How's it feel so far, getting all the way to the semifinals already? Okay.
Good.
Yes, I love it. Good. We are good to go. So yeah, Karina Control versus Bert's deck, which I'm just checking out real quick. And oh my, it's the Lee Sin archetype. I've never really seen this before being played. So how do you play the Lee Sin?
From the darkness.
It's mostly just a spell deck with listen.
Yeah, he gets a lot of buffs, especially every single time you get cast on a spell. You get Challenger, you get Barrier, you just basically destroy every single one. And I love that what Bart has a little bit of flavor in his deck as well, but you do see a Shadow Assassin drop to get a little bit of the draw. Jonassonfan looking to decide to go for the Mystic Shot because he does really no answers to the elusive besides direct damage. And on the other side here for Jonassonfan, it really is just all about controlling his opponent to make sure he can make it to the 9th or 10th round. Okay, Thermogenic Beam now. Get tossed on over, and goodbye to the Elise. Less aggression and the Lee Sin. Gonna be happy with that level up. So usually, what is the difference between a spell-based deck like the Korean Control versus the Lee Sin-based deck? What kind of different spells do we see?
Just this deck again.
It is what it is. So here we are
Okay, I'll
though.
accompany you.
It's okay. Mr. What's happened to Mr. Appetite? Is he okay? Is he disconnecting?
He might have the same issues as me. Meanwhile, Chump Womp.
Chop Womp. We can't go wrong with Chop Womp, bro. Chop Womp is cool. He's a good guy. He's able to get in the
Beefiest
way.
motherfucker in the
He's a
game.
beefy boy. I mean, he was one of the beefiest boys till Loyal Badger Bear showed up,
Badger
that's for
Bear.
sure. But at least he makes mushroom crowds, and those are spells. Those are spells that you can cast very easily. It doesn't matter if your opponent gets a draw on, it adds to a level up, similar to what the Ezreal wants. And the Lee Sin later on, you know, but the real question is, can Jonassonfan actually pile in the pressure enough to force Bart to play suboptimally? What is really the plan here for the Lee Sin deck? Because honestly, I haven't really seen too much out of it besides the whole challenger barrier aspect of it.
Since he doesn't have much units, I mean, Corina Control is they're not playing much units that you want to, so he has to waste some of his spells on other kinds of things, like probably he has Key Guardian, his Trail of Evidence, Retreat, just to keep up, just to raise the so you can get the level up on the leasing.
Yeah, key guardian there gets a little bit of the draw. Eye of the Dragon as well, propping that attune. Just a little more spell, just a little more spell mana along the way. The barrier gonna be into play, but it's a Vi drop already at a 6-5. So it's a pretty early Vi here and now for Jonassonfan, but he just wants to keep up with the tempo with a pretty big body. And the Trail of Evidence, as you said, a very interesting card. It's basically a slot machine there to play a random spell for free. And just a little bit of the attack there with the barrier, and the Vi is just happy to get in the way and take absolutely no damage.
So it's also used to trigger Eye of the Dragon passive here. Oh, that's a random card indeed.
Okay,
So, Mr. Havatite, what do you think about this matchup?
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Is he there?
I don't think so,
I
sir.
think I think Lee Sin's favored in this matchup, especially s- uh
Especially what? Okay, I think you're also disconnecting like me, pero I'm not right now.
Yeah, I think.
Anyway.
You know, we just go with who's here. So I'm just gonna add a plus Havatite as that turn just basically unfolds in front of us, and the dragon card will die on over. Highly fortunate there, but in the meantime, yeah, still the Vi holding strong. Bert will still have a lot of mana to work with, so he can choose to cast a spell in this turn. For Jonassonfan, at least the time is ticking on down, and we are getting closer and closer to the magic number 9.
So the win con of Mr. Jonassonfan here is nearing, and he hasn't summoned any Vi or any Listen whatsoever since they're not even leveled up yet. I mean, I think his Vi is in his hand, pero he's not. He might be scared of a thermogenic like the last time, but I
Yes.
don't think it will kill him anyway.
He'll probably be able to pack a punch, but here comes the deep meditation right now. Dropped by Bart, and well, it will
He's
also
just
be the
Lee
Mushroom
for
Cloud.
next turn, I think.
Getting ready for it, really increasing on that level, Mr. DodgeThiss. And the thing about the deep meditation is, well, it's such a good draw, honestly. You're able to get more and more spells, really fill up that hand. And Bart's, whatever, just looking to really control this. It's very confusing, actually, because in the Battlefly, his name is Bert, I believe. In the deck list, his name is Bart. So what is the truth? Is his
Bert,
name
it's Bert.
Bert?
It's
Did
a typo.
Okay, I thought it was a completely different vowel. He'll be Bert with a
Follow the
U.
in-game name, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. Okay, I can
Anyway,
make it.
so we have yet to see the listener of I summon
Yeah.
here, and I think he's waiting for turn 9 pa ata. Like he wants to have spell mana to protect Listen. Well, he
Listen
does
there.
it right now, but he doesn't have anything to trigger Challenger here because you need 2 spells for it to trigger. So he can't possibly like try to kick Vi unless he wants to force it.
It's the investigator as
It's
well as
not
the
even
shadow
leveled up
assassin.
yet.
Going for the attack. Yeah, it's coming closer and closer to it. But honestly, it's either a little far off into
Oh no!
disregard. And that is just gonna be that turn there done and dusted. Really not doing much. A free turn to Karina control is not something you would want to do ever, honestly.
This is not a good time for Listen kasi even if you put a barrier on Listen, you will just get cancelled by a simple Vile Feast to remove the barrier right away. So I don't think this is that the last turn was an optimal summon for Listen right there. So he's gonna take a lot of damage. There we go. The barrier is up. Well, not yet actually.
Yes, challenger first, I
The
believe.
another spell, I guess, then
He needs
gets a barrier up, but that doesn't matter.
Key Guardian to get a little bit of that draw. Will get the barrier in the way and does get the level up onto the Lee Sin. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen this happen in front of me, but that is a very, very beefy unit with 7 HP on the board. Now, Dragon's Rage's a big deal. Oh, double summon also from the Claws of the Dragon, really keeping that in hand. A lot of
Listen will
tempo.
die though.
Well, a lot of
Listen
tempo,
will die.
mates. Real question is though, what will Jonassonfan do in this regard to pop that barrier? He will go for the Withering Veil. He can also go for the Vault Breaker to add
he's
things
gonna
up to that fire.
He's gonna level up.
And here comes trouble.
Damn.
10-5 on Jonassonfan's side. The Lee Sin gonna be struggling to survive here. And what can Bert really do?
Will of
Johnson-
Ionia.
Yeah, deny, maybe a Will of Ionia just to try and save the day, but with just how niche those cards are sometimes, you might not be running too many copies of it, that's for sure.
He only has one Will of Ionia, it seems, and you'd really want three of those most of the time, right?
And anyway, thank you for the raid there. We didn't really notice,
The
but
deny, he
big
has
shots
Vile
out.
Feast.
Oh,
Oh
no, gets the
no.
proc again. Goodbye to the shield.
He got baited.
Well, indeed. Well played there by Jonassonfan, really keeping things up along the way.
So there we go. Win con is up. I mean, one of the win cons is up. And then the win con next turn again. Lead draws drop. Imminent.
It would be interesting if Bert just did that to because he had like a Lee Sin in hand or something to really be.
He might just want to kick Vi again. Pero it's still his attacking turn. Wow, and he draws Vi right away for a replacement.
Another Vault Breaker, but there you go. It's a second Lee Sin, as we said. Karina.
Karina, please bless the gods with more spells.
How many cards are we gonna get on this 5 draw? Ask him a real
Wow,
question.
he's gonna obliterate the whole board.
Everything but the Lee Sin, I believe, will pretty much die unless Jonassonfan has
Deny.
the worst draw of them. Well, it's a
Oh,
Flash
he
of Billions.
needs deny. He needs deny.
Gets a little spell, and it's another one. He's
okay,
really
deny.
looking to protect. He wants to protect the Lee Sin to get the barrier on. But beyond all of that, it's time for everything else to die. 4 damage here from Magnum Opus, destroying every little bit on the other side, cracking on down. Now there's still a chance here for Bert to do some damage with Dragon's Rage. Grabs the Vi along the way, but without the barrier, well, this is looking a little mighty difficult.
He's gonna kick it.
Have to kick it onto Nexus. It will survive and no fall. Interesting. Now Lee Sin, you know, we're just getting the kick there. Dragon Trade is really,
Can he
really
stall,
pesky. It only has 1 unit. This is looking really dicey though. I don't think it's gonna happen.
He might have will. Hopefully he has will by now. If he doesn't have will, it might be GG.
Yeah, drops the Litros, gets a little bit of damage. 4 HP right now onto that Nexus. Jonassonfan feeling a little bit more. Oh, the
Wow.
Submersible! You don't really see this card too often.
Coming in clutch.
Submersible, and it is a really interesting card. It is elusive, and then you get a draw. It turns into a 5/5 as well. Here comes the Mushroom Cloud right now.
Yeah, double barriers now.
To get a barrier on as well, and the real question is, will it be enough to mitigate the damage? Seems like that's gonna be the case here, perhaps, but Jonassonfan will just have to watch this happen because he doesn't have mana to really cancel out that barrier this time. Well, what a
And
clutch play
he's gonna get 2 damage though from Undying, and he won't be surviving next turn since he's gonna be summoning Vi. On Jonasson will be summoning Vi, and he will most likely try to hit something with a punch, and Lidros as well. He can turn it down. I mean, 1 HP isn't too much of a difference though.
That's true, that's true. 2 HP versus 16. But with a leveled up Lee Sin, that Dragon's Rage can come in clutch, especially kicking some really, really big units. So how does the Dragon's Rage interaction work? Does it actually prevent damage being taken by Lee Sin? How does it actually
he basically stuns it. I mean, I know if the enemy survives, you recall it.
Oh, another Submersible right now. Wow. We get a last moment getting these Submersibles out of nowhere. 5/5 elusives. Can't really do much about it. And this might be Bert's taking this victory if the Dragon Rage does get enough value, especially on the Karina or the Elytras.
Wow, that's massive. But he has Withering Wail and Grasp, but it won't kill him.
Yeah,
Pero it will help him survive for like 6 more HP.
Yeah, an extra turn will be enough. If he gets the Elytras, that should be 9, 5, 14, 19. Oh, he's gonna need to cast up optimally. But the Flash of Brilliance against just a free spell every single time. You get your mana back for casting it, and Bert is just happy to really buff up this Lee Sin. What is the plan here for Jonassonfan? How does he survive this, Mr. Dodge? Besides needing the heals, which he'll be forced to use suboptimally, well, he can really set up for the next turn. He's gonna be using 10 of that mana just to keep alive into this fight.
Right now.
Oh
wow!
That's a big play.
Holy.
He has to shut that down. He has to kill the. I believe he has to kill the dragon card before the follower gets a proc, and the Withering Wail should be able to handle that one, Mr. Dodge. Laws of the Dragon, such a surprising card, and Bert with such an interesting play. Honestly, very commendable there for Bert, but at the same time, Jonassonfan gonna drop down the Vi, and it's time for the Dragon Rage. Will this be lethal, Mr. Dodge? That's a 10er potentially onto the Nexus. Oh no indeed. The Lee Sin right now in prime position, and I don't think that was the right decision here for Jonassonfan. I don't think it's gonna be enough to survive, and this is just Bert in hand, looking good, looking solid. Wants to kick that Vi straight into the Nexus. And he's trying to calculate if it's gonna be enough to take this victory. Winner of the whole set gonna be moving on to the grand finals. Loser will have to bow out, and here comes the Sonic Wave. Gonna be looking to increase a little bit of that value.
I'm back.
Yeah, gives a challenger right there. And here comes the Resonating Strike as well. That's gonna be the +2 that he's been looking for. 12 right now, barrier into play. And honestly,
Not
Bert
enough. Not
might
enough.
be able to have this. Dragon Rage right now will be connecting onto the Vi, kicking it straight into the objective, I believe. And the damage there, ooh, the Lidros will get brought back into the hand. And what do you think about that play? Do you think that was the right call there for Mr. Bert?
I didn't have any choice.
Yeah,
And that's a vengeance right there. That's super timely. So
But
you
he
can
only
just
has
summon Vi here, then summon vengeance the Lee Sin.
Yeah. Just make
Unless
sure
he
it's
has deny. How much deny does he have?
I think he only has one, so he's gonna have only that one get out of jail free card earlier on, and now it's not gonna happen. Now the Vi, as you said, will be able to be in lethal range with the spike.
Oh, just
With
morking.
strike, and he is gonna be filling things up with some spiderlings along the way. Here comes the Ritual of Renewal, and that is a +7 immediately.
God!
+7
He
for the
got that
heals.
from Flash of Brilliance.
That
Bro,
is ridiculous. He drops a Vi still though, and he does potentially want to go for that Lee Sin along the way, but I feel like Bert will have another spell in hand to get that barrier into play. The RNG.
He needs to
Blessing
have will.
Bert here.
Has he used will at all? Will of Ionia. Oh,
Because
stun!
of
Oh
Not
my
bad, not bad.
god!
Concussive Bomb is a
Not
really good.
bad.
It's
Not
really good,
bad.
honestly. I feel like Concussive Bomb is an ability slept on by so many, but that is a ridiculous draw, ridiculous stun that really stalled things out. And with
He's
the
doing it.
spiders
He's
are not
doing
gonna have
it.
enough damage. Bert with basically a comeback here, surviving the Kurina onslaught, surviving against Lidros, and this Lee Sin is prime and ready to keep things up.
Can he do it? Do you believe?
We might be able to see.
I believe.
We might be able to see the Dragon's Rage really just rampage right now. Then dying, gonna get brought back to life. Mushroom though, -1.
Oh my god.
Casual
Something like that.
-1.
He has lethal. He has. Oh, wait. He has grasp and vengeance.
Yeah, he can stall. He can survive just a little bit, but the Lee Sin wants to go for the kick onto the Vi yet again.
He's gonna get the cast. Right? Oh, wait. I don't know if Lee Sin dies during Dragon's Rage if he still gets a cast.
Yeah, we'll be seeing that one unfold. How will this work? How much damage is Jonassonfan
He's gonna vengeance
do?
and grasp.
I think the safest play is to kill that Lee Sin immediately. Oh no, he's gonna go for the Percival, and he will grasp the Lee Sin instead. Gonna be blocking that one out, making sure the elusive is gone from this game. And
Does he have anything against it?
yeah, what is the call here for Bert? He's gonna be taking it. There we go with the kick though. It will do just 4 damage. In the meantime, that is just gonna be the vengeance connecting. Goodbye to the Percival.
This game.
This is very close right now between the two players. Chop Womp! You can never go wrong with that guy. He gets in the way, in position right now. I'll try and stall a little bit more. But at the very least, Jonassonfan will get more value from his Lidros into this one as soon as
He
he
can
drops
get
it.
more barriers with the mushroom clouds as well.
That's ridiculous. Bert is just replenishing
Oh,
this spell supply
why are you
over and over
using
again.
it?
Okay.
What?
He drops the Fate, and he dropped the Mushroom Cloud. Interesting stuff. We're gonna be bringing
Wow.
back the serpent again, and wow,
Wow.
it's a 2 mushroom connection, but the atrocity is in hand. And
not
can
enough. It's not
Jonassonfan actually go for it? He's not gonna have enough mana if he does summon that Lidros. 15 in total, that's what he needs. But he's gonna be losing on out again. He has to wait for that next turn. With the awakening. Gonna be
What?
tossed on down. So
Can't he just summon via atrocity next turn?
he could and get the punch on, but it seems like for Jonassonfan, it's really looking dicey, and he's gonna be summoning some 3-1, 2-1 spiders along
I don't think
the way.
that's an optimal play though.
I don't think so too, because he might have been thinking, oh, I'm gonna drop the Rude Awakening and I'll have 3-3 spiders to actually kill everything. But now, Bert has a lot of choices to defend, honestly, and as he said, maybe that buy with the atrocity could have been a lot better. Just punch anything, just punch something.
Punch anything. Punch
Yeah.
the Eye of the Dragon, then you atrocity next turn. It will be
And
enough for
then-
lethal.
Yeah, that should have been
Unless
enough there.
unless Bert gets the will in
Dragon
time.
binds us.
Unless Bert has another ritual of renewal in hand to surprise his opponent. Just be like,
Uh.
hey, look at this, I got this again. It's honestly just the ritual of renewal being created has honestly saved the day for him. Because he's not under really any pressure whatsoever. He is just looking so good overall. And just a well-played scenario on both sides. But for now, Jonassonfan, as he said, playing suboptimally, running out of things in the front. And he only has 6 HP to go on. Can't drop that Vi again, but I feel like if he does so, the Lee Sin will just be happy to kick it away.
I think he can still summon it.
He can still come
Still
in.
good.
It's still
Pero
good
it
use
won't
of
be
mana.
enough damage since he didn't do the damage on
Yeah.
with the ability of Vi a while
He
ago.
needed to be on the attack with the Vi here. And oh, it's a Vi on the other side. So
Oh,
another challenge
shit.
And Jonassonfan playing the spider game. Oh, the mushroom even gonna hurt him even
sakto
more.
pa yung Vi attack nito. Oh no.
That's ridiculous. How lucky the last straw is there for Bert. It's time for another Rude Awakening. It's time for another
That's
kick.
such a massive
And
mistake.
it is just Jonassonfan running out of potential there. Potential damage not being used. Went for the spiders instead. They go for the bites. It's just not enough. And well, Jonassonfan having
The
to deal with
comeback
the
is
fury.
real.
The dragon becomes Bert's. And he is in
The
position
dragon
now.
awakens, bro.
It truly is the realm of a battle here. And with the kick onto the Vi, it should be enough with anyone else going for the hamper. He can't go for the Vile Feast onto the 1-1 over on the other side. And maybe an atrocity as well.
Oh,
But
wait, he
with
can
jump
vile
up-
feast. He can vile feast an
Yeah.
atrocity though.
Yeah, exactly. It's something he can do.
Wait,
he can,
wait,
can try
no,
it out.
he has a 5. He has a 5 drop at the end though.
Yeah, so we'll see. We can atrocity the 5-drop, honestly. You can Vile Feast this one, the Chump Womp. You can atrocity the 5-drop and see where that leads. But that is the only call he has. You might as well try. Might as well go for
Might
it.
as well try.
There's no point, and we will see it unfold into this one. Oh, does he want to actually get rid of the barrier? Is that the play here? But I feel like the best thing to do. Oh,
No, no, no,
I
no,
really
no,
feel
no,
like the
no,
best thing
no,
there
no,
is to
no,
go for
no,
the
no,
chump
no, no,
womp
no.
because I will get rid of 4 damage there. Time to okay.
No.
On to the Lee Sin.
Oh yeah, that's game for now, I guess. It's we can just tag on. The misplay a while ago. You do need to note that.
Yeah, it was huge. Just the spiders instead of the atrocity because he's at 15. If the Vi just attacked and then he went for the atrocity on the Vi, well, that could have been it. It could have been the show. But Bert,
Even a Lidros would be fine.
yeah, Lee just would have been fine. But Bert will take that victory, mate. Bert's with a really well-deserved win. And Mr. Havatite calling that, that Lee Sin would be able to survive. But it just didn't happen. And there you go. It was like Mr. Bert with the W now.
Oh, he thought it was
Wait.
his attack a while ago. Kaya ginawa ata yun.
Unfortunate. And it is what it is. So we go into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go yet again. Jonassonfan versus Bert, and it's the Sedge Swain versus the same deck here for our perspective side. We'll get into game number 2 right here, right now.
Okay, I DC it again, pero we're back.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So our deck right now for Bert will be his Sejuani Swain list. And what do you think about this? Playing the Sejuani, I feel, is a little awkward from time to time, but this is also a deck that involves going for direct damage out of nowhere, especially using that Ember Maiden as well as the Noxian Favor.
I mean, since Bert, let me check out the deck list. Where's the deck list? Sejuani Swain, really one of my favorite archetypes as well. So
gotcha though, catching out the Raider immediately, the Rootless Raider, even though it's quite tough, not gonna survive against something like that. And what? I like how they're having banter in the middle of everything. You know, it just makes it a little more cash, makes it a little more fun. But Jonassonfan, he's a lot of spells supposed to dodge this, and nothing to really get in the way. Now, unfortunately, the Vile Feast will do absolutely nothing against a tough unit like that, and he's just gonna have to basically watch his opponent try to whittle him down. The Grasp from Dying sure can get the kill, but you don't want to do that, mate. You get a spider, sure. Yeah, I mean, he does get a spider. You think this is valuable? Do you think this is value? Oh, yeah, he gets the spider. He gets in the way. Getting good for the chump block, but at the same time, the overwhelm is kind of annoying to deal with. So it is what it is. Another Rune Slayer on the board.
So I am back.
Yeah, the best call here has to be that Brood Awakening. So a while ago, Mr. Jonassonfan Vile feasted the tough 1P. What do you think? Is that worth it to just get a spider on the board? Yeah, it seems like a cat looking very needy for some reason, and here comes the Demolitionist. Gonna get that free damage with the tough 1 HP. It doesn't matter. There's just no mitigation, and the spiders right now looking to get in the way for the time being. In the meantime, though, he gets more and more of that hits, and wow, is that a transfusion of play right there? Just increasing the value of the Raiders. Still, Jonassonfan having the spiders, surviving for the time being, has a lot of Grasp of Dying, and he's able to play his cool, calm, and collected way to try and hold things up.
I am back once again after DCing multiple times, and I'm seeing a lot of life steals on Jonasson's hand.
Yeah, exactly.
But he can't seem to deal damage to the
Raiders.
The Ruthless Raiders.
Exactly.
One damage isn't enough to kill them.
Exactly. But he does have 2/1 spiders that can actually try to go for a fight, and that is why Bert didn't go for the champion.
Yeah, you can force the block.
Really is very dependent here. The Babbling Bjerg though, that's 3/3 getting in the way, so a good way to try and get rid of more damage on the board. For the time being though, it will be Jonassonfan playing the same game he knows. Babbling Bjerg right now will go for the attack.
Why did he not attack though? I think he didn't want to trade, I guess.
He doesn't want to lose his Raiders.
After the Bjerg was there.
Yeah, he's the Bjerg showing up. It means that,
I mean, he can put it into Vile Feast range though if he did attack with double 2/1.
I mean, I think he could have attacked with all of them, honestly, and
because he wants units to die.
Hey, you know, it's what Jonassonfan wants, and as you said, there you go, puts the Bjerg instead on Vile Feast range. So
fair enough.
6, you know, it works out anyway because Bert doesn't want to trade those Raiders for anything else. City Breaker though, gonna be looking to put this game on a timer, and well, oh well, very interesting. Grasp of the Dying can be used. Withering Whale will really be, I feel like it'll be a waste completely if you go for the Whale right now. Who's gonna get rid of?
Breaker.
Yeah, can go for the Sea Breaker. Wants to go rid of the Raider instead. And the Ruthless Raider gonna fall in the field of battle. Just grasp it on. 2 HP taken back by Jonassonfan. But it doesn't really matter because the City Breaker surviving gets the proc, and immediately the 2 heroes, the 2
easily
champions.
a Swain turn next turn. Like, there's no way that you can kill a Swain by turn 8 with the leveled up Swain.
Bert is just completely in control of the game right now, but at least Jonassonfan is enjoying the time that he has to take on down for the time being. Babbling Bjerg right now spawned again. And what does that usually draw, Mr. Dodge, in a deck like this?
Swain, Leviathan, and a Sedge.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous targets for this. Just the
So
5 power.
he's most likely gonna be summoning one of those next turn, as it is turn 8,
If they don't break,
and he's setting
Demolitionist
up
though.
for it.
Yeah, free damage again. The demolitionist with the ruthless raider. I'm really liking this deck list. I'm really liking this.
Yeah, I had my eyes on this deck since a while now, but I don't have enough money to
I
actually
might,
craft it.
I might make this because it reminds me of something I used to play too. But
It's
I've been
something that's popularized recently by Alan Skew. Swain Sedge is a really good archetype.
yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Just how enabled it really is with so many things. Here comes the Sejuani
The
Dome.
Sedge.
It doesn't really matter what it targets right now. It's just for it to exist and look to
Anything
dominate.
is strong at this turn.
come closer.
At least the wood gonna dropped on down in response. A little too late for its totality, but here comes Sejuani, and it's just the overwhelm looking to get the proc on again.
He's gonna be leveling up Sedge. I think this is the turn that Sedge levels up. I think he has to put Sedge first though. Oh, wait, he already damaged
Yeah.
the turn. Never mind.
Yeah, he already damaged with the City Breaker, Mr.
City Breaker, yeah.
Mr. Dad's.
The next turn, I mean. Next
it is
turn will
what's
be the
this?
level up.
Might be into that.
Ooh,
The +4/+4!
that's a
Strong.
lot of damage.
That's really looking strong.
So young.
And here comes
Damn.
all that's punishment. Jonassonfan on the ropes here.
Wow,
Bert
the
right now
VM. Not even
feeling
done
so
yet.
confident. Feeling so
Not
confident.
even done.
And doesn't care that, well, for Jonassonfan, this is a third. Oh! Corina!
Oh,
Gonna get
Corina.
drawn. Is this finally clutch time? Will we get the instant
Clutch time.
obliteration? Okay, so the Undying will get
He's
dropped
baiting,
down.
he's baiting. He wants to make the Sedge block it.
Will the Sedge do so? Will it be the Sejuani? Will it just be free damage here from Jonassonfan? Honestly, the Undying. If you don't kill it, then there you go. I like that player for Bert. There's no real
Oh no,
points
he's
right
baiting a summon. There we go. He's baiting a
now. Oh,
summon.
another one though. Maximum Karina value.
Five.
No, it's gonna.
Five spells?
What is the odds here? It really is gonna be all to the fate, all to the cards up on top. He has to believe in the heart of the cards, Dodge, for this
5
Magnus
spells?
Opus. Will we get the 5 spells? Will we get 5 damage on the other side? Can Bert do anything about this? Does he have any healing cards? Can he have the Elixir Fire and something like that? Transfusion maybe, but no.
Oh, City Breaker.
City Breaker will be staying alive for this one no matter what, thanks to the Fury of the North there. And here comes
That's
4 spells.
Fair enough,
Not
fair
too
enough.
bad, not too bad. But the City Breaker as well as Sejuani still gonna survive. Will do 4 damage as well. The Karina controlling the battlefield.
Oh
Unfortunately,
no.
it's not
He's
enough.
gonna freeze all of them.
Here comes trouble. It's Sejuani gonna be looking to just show off again. It's time to feel the Fury of the North here and now, Mr. DodgeThiss. Mystic Shot gonna get drawn though, but it's not enough because of that level up. And well, Bert in prime position to take the series.
So I think he might be summoning Mr. Swain right here.
I wouldn't be surprised too if he does have it because of those babbling Bjergs. But the thing to note, Mr. Dodge, is he might not, because notice that he got the 4/4 add-on twice in a row. So the babbling Bjerg might have given him 2 of those Sejuanis instead of giving him a Swain along the way. Because I remember correctly, Swain is a card with around 3 power actually at the start, and Babbling Bjerg only gets 5 power cards. So you can't
Wow.
draw the Swain. You can't draw the Swain with the Babbling Bird, but you can draw it with the Leviathan. That's for sure. So now for sure there is a Swain on the hand of Bert, and
He
here
doesn't have Death's Hand.
does he?
So
Does he?
it's-
That's gonna be a real question.
If he has Death's Hand, he can win this turn.
Yeah, Mr. DodgeThiss, you know, we realize a few things here now, but pass! And oh, that's a frostbite on the board. Nothing can attack, nothing can do anything against Sejuani. It's ridiculous how this
He's
archetype
missing
really works.
lethal. He needs Mystic Shot next turn, pero he will die because of that.
Drop down the Lidros, try things out, and maybe, just maybe, be able to
Oh, wait.
get things done. If he drops down the Lidros, he's gonna put his opponent into 3, and the Mystic Shot.
Pero Leviathan
two.
will kill him regardless.
Yeah, so Leviathan is there, and I I don't think Mr. Bert has the time here. Unfortunately, Blade of Ledros will only get 3 damage into this one. And with the Fear Summon effect, the only thing that can block right now is the Lev as well as the Sejuani. But that is going to be a noble sacrifice for the Sedge to make sure that the kill is actually going to happen. What's it called though here for Bert? He has all the mana in the world. He has a sway in hand. He might be able to get that stun in hand and knocks in Fervor to finish off the series. GG, well played. Victory! Gonna go on over to Bert. He moves on to the grand finals. And well played indeed by our 2 players. But that is gonna be a win here for the Sejuani and the Swain. And does he even shoot his, he just shoots his own Mystic Shot into his Nexus. It's like, you know, I'm gonna help you out. And a little bit of the boost again. See, the Bappy Bird, he drew all the Sejuanis in the world there. He drew so much Sedge. Babenberg doesn't get Swain, does get Sejuani instead. And that is victory there for Bert. He will take this series 2-0. We're gonna be figuring out a lot of things to see how this grand finals is gonna go. But Mr. DodgeThiss,
We can't. I think we can't.
I think we can. Are you sure? Are we done?
We're done because the only PC player left.
Is Bert
just
on
got
mobile? Oh my
eliminated.
god! Hey.
Oh my
no!
god!
Well, you know that's why I've heard there are a bunch of tournaments that do
Okay, we have Jonassonfan
Basically,
here for the exit interview.
exit interview. Who's still gonna do it? Okay. How you
Okay.
doing, Jonas?
To be honest, I really haven't played Daks against his.
So you weren't familiar on how to play against it.
I wasn't familiar. To be honest, I wasn't familiar. I'm just really on gold. I don't think ranks matter, right? But I'm on gold 4. So the decks that you basically see there are burn, aggro burn. You know those kind
Yeah,
of.
no one builds expensive
Yeah,
deck.
no
That
one
was an
builds
expensive deck.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a very
why
expensive deck.
I really wasn't ready for that.
It costs like 30k shards. You know.
Yeah.
So anyway, especially game 1, there was a misplay there.
I
Do
misplayed.
you remember it?
Yeah, I misplayed so bad. I really didn't know that it was my turn to attack. That's why I didn't do the atrocity combo.
So yeah, you were supposed to like summon Vi,
Yeah.
hit with Vi, then you
Yeah.
atrocity.
Yeah. I misplayed so bad.
Yeah. So we thought we were wondering like, why wasn't he doing it? But he could have played Lidros as well, and it would have
Yeah,
had the same effect.
yeah. It's fine.
I mean, we make mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make mistakes there. And it was good effort there to our player here. Well played indeed. Just big kudos on us, Jonassonfan, for bringing us along for a ride.
We don't
And
have streams.
dude, I loved your elusive deck. Okay, I loved your elusive deck, and
Yeah,
it's fun to see elusive again. You know, just for a little bit. How did it
I
feel
literally-
to whip it out?
I use elusive all the time, like for ranking through silver.
Can't go
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Pero why
It is-
didn't you try to bring it?
No, you stayed in
Um,
Karina control. Yeah, that's the thing.
When I saw that some of his decks are like more on mid range, right? He's in the mid range side.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why that's why I decided I didn't wanna take the chance. I wanted to do the atrocity combo, that OTK, that turn after combo, the atrocity combo, because that was almost guaranteed. But elusives, they're not guaranteed unless you get to buff your minions.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not as reliable as.
And then did you know what was he gonna bring into the game? Since
No, no, definitely not.
It was a big surprise there.
That's better
Yeah.
luck next time, I guess.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It was good kudos
Thank
there
you, thank
to
you.
Jonassonfan, and thank you for this little bit of exit interview. And I guess since we aren't gonna be able to stream the finals, we are done, Mr. Dodge, for this very, very impromptu broadcast. It was a good experience. I enjoyed casting a little bit of card games. It's a very, very different speed from what I'm accustomed to. And well, it was a pleasure to have you on board alongside Panda User, and a little bit of Havatite along the way till for like 3 minutes. We had it for like 3 minutes, and that was the show. But it is gonna be time to call it a night here for the Runeterra PH Newbie Tournament. We're gonna be making sure that the rest of the tourney is gonna be a-okay. And then in an hour, we're gonna be doing our New Wave Invitational, so stay tuned for that later on. But it's been a great experience for me. It's been very, very fruitful in terms of learning a lot of things. And now it's time to call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. I've been fun. It's been fun. It's
Who
been
can
great.
we
I've been
rate?
Daks. I don't think I'm
Who are
gonna go
you
for it. Not this route.
Si Riku. Riku's playing Runeterra,
Oh,
actually.
Riku's playing Runeterra. Oh no.
Riku.
Riku. Can just drop a host real quick along the way for the all the people enjoying League the Legends of Runeterra action. And yeah, well, I'll just drop a host there till when the stream ends. So it's been fun. It's been great, as we said. I've been Daks. He's been DodgeThiss. Kudos to the Legends of Runeterra PH community for setting things up and giving this one a chance. Hopefully, we can have some better tournaments into the future, as well as a less impromptu prod. Anyway, though, it is time to call it quits. Good luck to our finalists, to both Bert as well as Uhtred Ragnarsson, who are just playing on mobile right now. Maybe next time we're gonna say you can always play on PC, ladies and gents. And we'll see how that one is gonna unfold. But anyway, it's time to call it a night for the time being. See you guys in our next Runeterra PH tournament.